Lord, I came back to this old church tonight. The doors were quiet, the wooden seats were empty. No choir was singing, no preacher was speaking. Just me, the silence, and memories of prayers I made years ago. Some of those prayers you answered, some took roads I never expected. And some I'm still waiting on. But standing here, I remember something. When life changed, even when people left, even when I stopped understanding the plan, you stayed. Lord, I came back with a tired heart, not asking for something spectacular. I just needed to remember who you are. These walls have heard people cry before me. They've heard mothers pray, fathers ask for strength. Lonely souls whisper your name. Tonight add my prayer to all of theirs. Give me peace, give me direction. Help me stop carrying yesterday into tomorrow. I don't know what happens next, but I know I've stood in uncertain places before, and somehow your grace found me there. So I'll sit for a little while, no rushing, no pretending, just remembering you were God when I first prayed here. You're still God tonight, and whatever tomorrow brings, you will still be God when morning comes. Meet me again in this old church, and remind this tired soul that I never stopped belonging to you. when my strength runs out. Lord, meet me there. I spent so much time trying to prove I can handle everything, but some days I can't. Some days the smallest thing feels heavy. Some mornings I wake already tired, and some nights I wonder how I'll do it all again. When my strength runs out, meet me there. Don't let me confuse exhaustion with failure. Maybe I don't need to push harder. Maybe I need to rest. Maybe strength is also knowing when to stop. Lord, teach me that. I don't want to break myself trying to look strong. You already know I'm human. You already know my limits. So tonight I accept them. When my strength runs out, give me yours. Not enough to carry the next year, just enough for tomorrow. Enough to stand, enough to pray, enough to make one good decision, enough to keep my heart soft. I don't need to conquer everything. I need to remain close to you. When my strength runs out, meet me there. Let your grace fill the empty places. Let your peace replace the pressure. Let me rest without shame. Tomorrow I may feel stronger, but tonight I don't have to. Tonight I can simply say, Lord, I need you, and trust that weakness doesn't scare you away. When the room gets quiet, Lord, that's when I hear everything. The clock on the wall, the wind outside, my own breathing, and all the thoughts I managed to outrun during the day. They come back in names, memories, questions, things I should have said, things I wish I could change, people I still miss. When the room gets quiet, with me. Don't let this silence turn into loneliness. Sit here with me until my heart remembers I'm not alone. I know you're not afraid of quiet places. You don't need noise to make your presence known. Maybe that's why I can feel you differently. When everybody else is asleep, there is no crowd now, no pretending, no reason to act strong. It's just me and you. And I can finally admit that some days I feel lonely, even when people are around me. Sometimes I laugh and still feel empty. Sometimes I answer, I'm doing okay, because explaining the truth would take too long. But I don't have to explain it to you, you already know. When the room gets quiet, stay close. When the house settles down and the lights go low, stay close. When my mind starts walking through old memories, stay close. I don't want to run from every painful thought. I want you to meet me there, meet me in the memory I keep trying to forget. Meet me in the disappointment I never talked about. Meet me in that old wound that still hurts, when something reminds me of it. Touch the places I learned to hide. Not everything broken needs to be fixed tonight. Some things just need your presence. So sit with me, Lord. Let me be quiet without being afraid. Let me hear the wind and remember that the world keeps moving, even when my life feels still. Let me look through the window and remember that darkness doesn't mean the morning is gone. It's just not here yet, and maybe that's true about this season too. Maybe the answer isn't gone. Maybe it just hasn't arrived yet. So I will wait, not perfectly, not without questions, but with you. When the room gets quiet, stay with me. I don't need a miracle every minute. Sometimes I just need the assurance that somebody is here, and you are. You have been here in every empty room, every hospital hallway, every late drive, every lonely kitchen table. Every night I whispered your name because I didn't know who else to call. You were there. Lord, forgive me for the times I thought your silence meant absence. Maybe you were closer than I realized. Maybe you were listening when I thought nothing was happening. Maybe you were holding me in ways I couldn't feel yet. Tonight, I don't need to force anything. I don't need to solve tomorrow. I can sit here, I can breathe, I can let the silence become a prayer. Stay with me. When the room gets quiet, stay with me. When my eyes get heavy, stay with me. When the last light goes out, stay with me. Let peace settle slowly over this tired heart. Let my thoughts become softer. Let the things I cannot change rest in your hands. And if I wake again before the morning, I'll whisper the same prayer. Stay close, Lord. Jesus, stay close tonight. I don't need many words. I don't need to know how to explain everything. Just stay close. This heart has been through more than I've told anyone. There are pieces of the story I keep to myself, because sometimes I don't know how to say them without opening the wound again. But you already know. So stay close tonight. When my heart remembers what it lost, stay close. When I start wondering why certain things happen, stay close. When I feel that empty place where someone or something used to be, stay close. I don't want to fill every silence with noise anymore. Maybe the silence can become a place where I find you. Jesus, stay close tonight. I've learned that pain can change people. Sometimes it makes us softer, sometimes it makes us high. I think I've done both. I've cared deeply and then pulled away. I've wanted comfort and then told everybody I was fine. I've prayed for healing and then protected the wound, like I was afraid to live without it. But I'm tired of being afraid of getting better. Touch this heart gently. Don't rush me. You know how long I've carried this. You know the nights when tears came without warning. You know the songs, the places, the names that still bring everything back. Stay with me there. I'm not asking you to erase my memory. I'm asking you to remove the pain that keeps living inside it. Teach me how to remember without breaking. Teach me how to love without expecting loss. Teach me how to open the windows of this heart again. Jesus, stay close tonight. I know healing doesn't always happen loudly. Sometimes it looks like sleeping a little better, breathing a little deeper, thinking about yesterday without losing today. Maybe that's what you're doing in me, slowly, quietly, one night at a time. I don't need to wake tomorrow as a completely different person. Just make me a little lighter, a little less afraid, a little more willing to believe that life can still hold something beautiful. Because I know you've carried people through valleys deeper than mine, and you didn't abandon them. You won't abandon me.
Stay close.
When the old sadness returns,
stay close.
when loneliness sits beside me,
sit close.
when my faith feels small. Don't measure me by its size. Look at the direction my heart is turning. It's still turning toward you. Even tired, I'm turning toward you. Even confused, I'm turning toward you. Even after disappointment, I'm still saying your name. Jesus, stay close tonight. Let your peace fill the empty spaces. Let your presence become stronger than the memory. Let me stop fighting what I cannot change. Let forgiveness begin where bitterness has lived. Let hope return without forcing it. I trust your timing. The night doesn't have to hurry, neither does healing. I can stay here with you. I can breathe. I can let these tired eyes close without protecting myself from tomorrow. Because tomorrow
God, you found me in the silence, not inside a crowded church, not during some great moment, just here when everything became quiet and I finally stopped running. You found me. I thought your silence meant you were far away. I kept asking for signs, answers, something I could see. But maybe you were already here, waiting for me to become still enough to notice. You found me in the silence when loneliness sat beside me. You were closer when nobody knew what I was carrying. You knew when I couldn't explain why my heart felt heavy. You didn't ask for an explanation, you simply stayed. And tonight, that means more than an answer. I don't need every mystery solved. I need your presence. Stay here in this quiet room, in the space between my thoughts, in the moments when I feel forgotten. Remind me that silence is an emptiness when you are in it. You found me when my prayer was barely a whisper. You found me when faith felt like nothing more than calling your name one more time. God, Lord, Jesus. Sometimes that was all I could say, and somehow it was enough. found me in the silence, so I won't be afraid of quiet anymore. Maybe quiet is where my soul finally hears you. Let this night remain gentle. No big answers, no dramatic signs, just your peace settling slowly over this tired heart. You found me here. Stay with me here and let the silence become holy again. Lord, wash this worry away. The rain is falling softly outside, and I've been listening to it against the roof. Drop after drop, steady, patient. I wish my mind could become that simple. Lord, wash this worry away. I've carried questions all day. What if this happens? What if that fails? What if tomorrow doesn't go the way I planned? So many what ifs and so little peace. Tonight I won't ask a different question. What if you're already working on things I cannot see? What if this delay is an abandonment? What if tomorrow contains mercy I haven't imagined? Wash this worry away. I know rain cannot solve my problems, but it reminds me that the world keeps on moving without my control. The trees receive it, the ground receives it. Nothing outside seems to be fighting the night. Teach me that surrender. Let every drop remind me to release something. This fear, this deadline, this person I'm worried about, this future I keep trying to predict. One by one, I give them to you. Wash this worry away. Not my responsibility, not my wisdom, just the fear attached to everything. Let me do tomorrow what tomorrow requires, but tonight let me simply be your child. Safe, seen, held. The rain is softer now. Maybe my thoughts can become soft softer too. Stay close until sleep comes. And if worry returns, I'll listen to the rain. And remember, I already placed this night in your hands.
Be the peace in this house tonight. Let every room become quieter. Let every worried heart breathe a little easier. Let every burden feel lighter. Some homes look peaceful from the outside, but you know the conversations, the worries, the tired hearts behind closed doors. So Lord, be the peace in this house. Where there is tension, bring patience. Where there is fear, bring comfort. Where there are words that cause pain, bring healing. Where someone is lying awake, worried about tomorrow, sit beside them. Let your presence move quietly from room to room. No noise, no drama, just peace. Lord, be the peace in this house tonight. Protect the people sweeping here. Protect the ones far away who still belong to this heart. Watch over what I cannot watch. Carry the things I cannot control. Let forgiveness begin where anger has stayed too long. Let kindness return to tired voices. Let this home become a place where people can breathe. Lord, be the peace in this house. As the night deepens, let worry fade. Let tired eyes close. Let restless minds become still. And when morning comes, let us wake with softer hearts. New mercy, new patience, new gratitude. Tonight, I place this home in your hands. Every room, every person, every
until morning. And when morning comes, stay with us then too. Quiet my mind, Lord. It's been talking all day. One thought after another, one problem after another, one question turning into 10 more questions. I'm tired of thinking. So quiet my mind, Lord. Not forever, just long enough for my soul to remember what peace feels like. I've replayed conversations that already ended. I've worried about things that haven't happened. I've imagined endings to stories you are still writing. And somehow I call all of that preparation. But it wasn't preparation, it was fear. Quiet my mind, Lord. I know there are things I need to handle. I'll handle them when time comes. But tonight I don't need to solve every problem I might face. Tonight I need a rest. Let the thoughts pass without following everyone. Let worry knock without opening the door. Let me breathe slowly and remember that you are still God when I stop thinking. I don't hold the world together with my worry. I know that. But sometimes my body forgets. My shoulders tighten. My breathing changes. My heart starts racing toward a tomorrow that isn't even here. Bring it back to this room, this breath, this prayer. Quiet my mind, Lord. The night outside doesn't seem a worry. The stars don't rush, the trees don't argue with the wind. Everything simply moves in the rhythm you gave it. Teach me that rhythm. Teach me when to work and when to stop, when to speak and when to be silent, when to hold on and when to release. I've made a home inside my thoughts for too long. Tonight I wanna come out. I wanna sit in your presence without needing explanation. Maybe peace isn't the absence of thoughts. Maybe peace is knowing I don't have to believe every fearful thought that appears. Some thoughts say you won't make it, but your mercy says I've already made it through so much. Some thoughts say everything is falling apart, but I've seen you build new beginnings from places I thought were finished. Some thoughts say you are alone, but here I am speaking your name, and here you are listening. Quiet our mind, let your truth become louder than my fear. Let your presence become nearer than tomorrow. Let this tired mind lean against something stronger than itself. I don't need to understand the whole you. Show me the next step when I need it. Until then, let me rest. I'm giving you the conversation I'm afraid to have. I'm giving you the bill I don't know how to pay. I'm giving you the person I'm worried about. I'm giving you the decision that hasn't become clear yet. They're yours for tonight. And if worry tries to take them back, remind me gently, you already prayed about these. Quiet my mind, boy. Let my breathing slow. Let my hands relax. Let the room become softer. Let sleep come without a fight. I trust you to work while I rest. I trust you to remain awake while I close my eyes. I trust you with the things I cannot finish tonight. The morning will have its own responsibility.
Love is road feels empty tonight. Just headlights, dark fields, and miles of silence in front of me. Sometimes life feels the same way, moving forward without knowing exactly where I'm going. Meet me on this empty road. Sit beside me in the questions. Stay near when I can't see what waits beyond the next turn. Spent so much time asking for a map. Maybe what I really need is your presence, because a road doesn't feel as frightening when I know I'm not traveling alone. In the uncertainty, in the waiting, in this strange place between what ended and what hasn't begun yet. I miss the certainty I used to have, but maybe faith was never certainty. Maybe faith is driving through darkness and trusting there is still a Lord beneath the wheels. I've made wrong turns. I followed things that looked right and weren't. Forgive me if
I'm moving in the wrong direction, turn me around. If I'm where I'm supposed to be, give me patience. Meet me on this empty road. The night is long, but somewhere ahead, morning is already coming. I can't see it yet. That doesn't mean it isn't there. Maybe that's true of your answer too. So I'll keep going, not fast, not afraid to stop and rest. 1 mile, 1 prayer, 1 breath. Meet me here, Lord. And when the road finally opens into something new, let me remember that you were with me, even when all I could see was darkness ahead.
God, let this be a new beginning. I don't need to erase the past. I just don't want to live inside it anymore. I've carried mistakes long enough. I've replayed old failures until they started feeling like my identity. But I know you see more in me than the worst thing I've ever done. So tonight I ask for another beginning, not a perfect life, a new direction, a softer heart, a clearer mind, courage to make different choices. God, let this be a new beginning. Help me forgive the person I used to be. I made decisions with the wisdom I had at the time. Some were wrong, some hurt, but your mercy is bigger than my regret. I believe that. Teach me to walk forward without constantly looking behind me. There are roads I haven't traveled, people I haven't met, prayers I haven't prayed yet. Maybe there is still more ahead than what I've lost behind me. So open my heart to tomorrow. If
I need to start slowly, I'll start slowly. One decision, one morning, one prayer at a time. God, let this be a new beginning. Let tonight be the place where I finally say the past taught me, but it will not own me. I'm still here, you're still here, and that means the story can continue. Tomorrow I'll rise again, not as someone who'll never fail, as someone your grace helps stand again. Lord, I found you in my weakest hour. Not when I felt strong, not when everything was working. I found you when I had nothing left to prove. And my voice became a whisper when my plans fell apart. When I finally said, God, I need you, that's where I found you. In the weakest hour. I used to think I had to come to you with confidence, with answers, with faith that never shook. But you met me when all I had was honesty, and somehow that was enough. I found you in my weakest hour. When tears came, you didn't turn away. When I questioned, you stayed. When I had no strength, your presence became the strength I needed. Maybe weakness isn't always the enemy. Maybe sometimes it opens the door to dependence. Tonight, I don't want to impress you, I just want to be near you. No mask, no pretending, just this quiet heart telling the truth. I need you, and I know now that those words are not failure. their faith. I found you in my weakest hour. And if weakness comes again tomorrow, I won't be as afraid, because now I know where to look, not inside myself, toward you, the one who stays when strength disappears. God, I don't have much strength left, but I'm still here. And maybe tonight, that's enough. I thought by now I'd understand the road. I thought by now some of these prayers would have answers. But there are doors that haven't opened, questions that hadn't changed, and battles nobody sees when they look at me. Still, I'm here, still breathing, still praying, still calling your name, and somehow I still trust you. Not because everything feels good, not because everything makes sense, not because I know what tomorrow's bringing. I trust you because every time I felt I couldn't go another mile, you gave me enough strength for one more step. Still here, still trusting you. Tired, but still trusting you. Hurting, but still trusting you. Lord, don't let go of me now. There were mornings when I got out of bed with a weight in my chest. There were days when I carried everybody else's problems and didn't know where to put my own. There were nights when I looked toward heaven and asked, Lord, do you still see me? And deep inside, some quiet part of my soul kept saying yes, keep walking. So I walked, sometimes slowly, sometimes crying, sometimes without understanding anything. But I walked. I don't need strength for the next 10 years tonight. Give me strength for the babe. Give me enough faith for the next decision, enough courage for the next conversation, enough peace to stop fighting battles that belong in your hands. A spend too much time trying to control things I cannot control. People, outcomes, timing, tomorrow. I'm tired holding the whole world in my mind, so I'm laying it down. Here are my plans, Lord. Here are my fears. Here are the expectations that became too heavy. Do what I cannot do, leave where I cannot see. And when you don't explain the road, teach me to trust the one who knows where it ends. Still here, still trusting you. Maybe my voice is weaker tonight, but the prayer is still real. Maybe my hands are tired, but they're still reaching toward you. Maybe my faith isn't loud, but it hasn't disappeared. There is still a little flame inside this tired heart. Protect it, breathe on it. Remind me that small faith in a faithful God is still enough. Some days I thought faith meant never feeling afraid. Now I know faith can sound like this. Lord, I'm scared, but I'm coming with you anyway. Faith can look like getting up one more time. Faith can be a whispered prayer from somebody who has no energy left to shout. And tonight, that's my prayer. Carry me through this season. If the answer takes longer, stay with me while I wait. If the road gets darker, walk beside me. If I lose my confidence, remind me what you've already done. I've survived days I thought would break me. I've crossed nights I thought would never end. And somehow your mercy was waiting on the other side. So I'm not giving up tonight. I may rest, I may cry, I may sit quietly for a while, but I'm not letting go. Still here, still trusting you. Still.
Lord, let my soul rest tonight. My body's tired, but sometimes my heart keeps working long after the day is done. Thinking, remembering, planning, worrying. I don't want to carry tomorrow into this dead with me. Lord, let my soul rest. There will be time to solve problems when morning comes. There will be time for decisions, phone calls, responsibilities. But this moment was made for stillness. Teach me how to stop. I have confused being busy with being strong. I've treated rest like something I had to earn. But even your creation has a rhythm morning and night, work and stillness, movement and rest, bring me back into that rhythm. Lord, let my soul rest. Quiet every thought that doesn't need an answer tonight. Take the problems that are too heavy for my hands. Watch over the people I cannot protect while I sleep. Hold the future I cannot control and let me breathe. Slowly, deeply, without fear. If I wake before morning, remind me that you are still here. If worry returns, I'll give it back. If my mind starts running, call me back to your peace. Lord, let my soul rest. Not because everything is perfect, because you are present, that is enough tonight. The world can wait, tomorrow can wait, for these few quiet hours I place everything in your hands. Let my eyes close, let my heart soften, let my soul rest beside you.